love is strangers. Believe me when I say, loving me is loving danger. Your heart is bound to break. I walk alone in the night, beneath the pale moon. Loving's for the fools. Baby, beware of my bite. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a lone wolf.
Hello my lovelies, this is simsfel and welcome to episode 29 of the Sims 4 Vampire Amazon Challenge. Now, when we left off in the last episode, we kind of had a little bit of a discussion going about what's going to happen with Ophelia, especially since in the last episode we found out that she's the one who's, well, not found out, but we kind of dealt with the consequences of her being the criminal that everyone had been looking for. Well, at the end of the last episode in the machinima, we had a little bit of a scene where the queen said, we need a new prison fort. Now, what the queen means by this, I'm just going to explain a little bit before we jump into this episode, is that, yes, we have a criminal, but obviously we haven't determined at this point whether she is, going to be condemned as a criminal, or this is just kind of a punishment for someone who didn't follow house rules, for example, instead of broke the law. So we don't know if it's that extreme yet, but the queen has decided whether or not it is extreme, while further investigations go on as to why she did what she did and what happened. She's going to put Ophelia in prison, not in the dungeon, in an official prison, right? So we need to get that built, and I did go off camera and get that built. So what's happening is that by this point, the vampires aren't exactly hiding that they, are vampires and they live amongst the humans. They're not hiding that. They have a freaking queen ruling them. So the humans do know that. Now, the vampires have only claimed, they've claimed Forgotten Hollow as their capital, but they're slowly extending their kind of, infrastructure and those things. Like the queen's, the queen has been expanding her territory, everything does kind of already belong to the queen in a sense, but you could say that she's expanding her territory. Now, she started off in Forgotten Hollow, but as her renown has grown, she's starting to include other worlds into her territory, right? And so one of the worlds that she's set her eyes upon is New Crest, because that is completely bare. There's been no development in New Crest. And so, Her Majesty has decided we're going to start establishing institutions for the Salizar Coven over in New Crest. And now, obviously, we've got, houses in the backdrops and things over there. We're just going to say they're the residents, or at least the human residents, who have agreed to be ruled by the queen for her protection and those kind of things. So there we go. To live in an ordered society, all that jazz. Basically, they need to befriend one kind of vampire to protect themselves from another kind of vampire. Yes, the vampires don't exactly hold, or at least Queen Sheba doesn't necessarily hold humans in high regard. The thing is, she won't go around, carelessly murdering them or anything like that. She's only drinking them. She's only got her members bothering them, not intentionally, but only when they need a drink, which the human residents over in New Crest kind of understand. So we've got that going on, and so I went over in New Crest, and we made our first institution, which is the Salazar Prison Fort. Now, I did not make this fort. I found it on the gallery. I'll probably put the creator down in the description of this video so that you guys can find that if you want. And it does have some modern, appliances and those kind of things, but to be honest, we can't really, especially in this world, in the Sims world, without a medieval pack or anything like that, I cannot escape modern conveniences. In this castle, we're doing very well, but outside in other, especially pre-built stuff, I can't really escape that, and I don't have the time to sit through and, spend 40 hours building something. So yeah, I'm always on the rush. So there we go. We've got all of that happening. And also, hello. This is the first episode of October. Hope you guys enjoy. And what else? Oh, I needed to show you guys the fort. Yes, I need to show you the fort. I need to show you the fort. Okay, we're not actually going to travel there. I'm just going to show you guys the fort. But this is, well, it's supposed to be a busy part. I don't know how I'm going to do. It's going to be an overwhelming part for me, at least. Because the calendar says we've got a few things lined up. And I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do them to the best of our abilities. But I'm going to try my best, okay? So, over in Newcrest, let me show you guys. So, in Newcrest, we're going to slowly start developing this entire area. This over here is the Salizar prison fort, which I have plopped on down. And it's got everything we need to house the criminals of the vampiric world. Now, one problem that I realized after I plopped this down is, yes, I have a prison fort, but I do not have a prison warden or anything like that, like a vampire warden that can actually look after or, you know, be in charge of the prison and look after all the inmates and those kind of things. The prisoners. I'm not going to say inmates. All the prisoners, right? Inmates is too modern. But yeah, so all of that kind of stuff. I don't have anyone to look out for that. Now, what I was planning on doing was asking you guys to actually create vampiresses for me to put in and use as the warden over here for this prison, right? Or the prison master. I need to come up with a term. I haven't decided exactly just yet. I don't want it to be too modern. I want it to be like a bit of a fantasy-ish term. Or it's something that sounds made up in my world. So there we go. Right now, it's going to be prison master. I was going to say dungeon master, but this isn't exactly underground. So we're going to say prison master for now. I'll come up with something later. But we need a prison master or something of that sort. A new role, basically. And I was going to ask you guys to create, but then I realized by the time this message gets out and you guys create, I will have already recorded several episodes. And so this plot line may have died by that point. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find a vampirist from in this world that some of the vampires have already plopped down. And we're going to find someone to be the warden or whatever. But I would love it if you guys from this point onwards could start making vampiresses for this series and for the queen. And how this is going to work, it's not just going to be you guys making a vampiress and just plopping down, oh, you know, story or this is my vampiress, nothing like that. How I want it to work is that story-wise, we're going to say, so because the queen is looking to develop new areas and taking over new territories, she's looking for residents and people who can fulfill certain roles that we're going to pop up and I'm going to create along the way in this community and in this story, right? And so the queen wants vampires or vampiresses from this kingdom, from other realms, from Sunset Valley, wherever you are, all the Sims 3 worlds, whatever, to actually put in an application to be part of the Salizar Coven. So when you guys make something or you make a vampiress and put her, and please don't make groups, make them individually, like one by one. So if you guys put up a vampiress on the gallery, then make sure the full name of the vampiress is there. And then in the description for that vampiress, I want you guys to write a resume. Not for any specific role, but I want you to tell me why the queen, not me, but why the queen should pick your vampiress or pick that vampiress to be part of her society and why she would be a flexible person for any role. Because I don't know what roles I'm going to create in the future and I don't know what roles I'm going to need to pick vampiresses for. So that way I can start getting your guys' vampires and putting that down in the story and we can have lots of fun that way. So there we go. I just needed to introduce that and talk a little bit about that. I'm so sorry I'm talking so much. But onto the calendar. So I realized on the calendar, we've got a few things that this part is supposed to be addressing. Now we have got, today is not much happening, so maybe I can go around doing a few things today story-wise, but tomorrow we have Death Fest. So Wednesday is Death Fest, and also Narcissus' birthday. So I am kind of, a little bit terrified what we're going to do, because, what's this? No. Pirate Day, go away. No Pirate Day, no. Okay, so we've got that going on. We've got Death Fest, in which we need to remember. So that's fine. We've got a gravestone right here to read and remember or whatever. Hopefully that works, even though Elena's ghost is no longer here, I think. So, who knows? I was going to have some story prepped for Death Fest, but with everything going on now, I don't know how much of that we're going to get done. I guess we'll just have to see as their lives progress, because to be honest, sometimes these vampiresses make their own stories. You know, they do things that I don't expect, and that surprise me. But I think one of the things... you know what? I'll put down some of their wishes, because I did want to work on finding a prison master, but then I thought, or a fort master, I don't know, like a prison warden? I'm just going to say warden for now, and then I'll change the term when I come up with a better one. But, yeah, I wanted to find a prison warden, but at this rate, I don't feel like it would be a good idea to go, like, right now and find something. And I said a few parts ago I was going to get this arranged, but I'm sorry, I've been so, like, caught up with just the rest of the stories and plot lines. We haven't exactly had any time to do that, but it doesn't really matter because we haven't had Amanda practice the herbalism skill much anyways, so it's okay. We've got other things to worry about. But I'm sorry for all that talking. That was the introduction for this episode. I'm going to take a short break, and then when we come back, you know what? We'll actually probably go warden hunting. We'll go find a vampirist to be our warden, and then we can see what to do from there. So see you guys in a bit. Okay, my lovelies, we are over at the bar. Why is that? Well, I decided we're going to get the ladies a drink because they were thirsty, and the bar just seemed like the best place to get a lot of humans. And that is exactly what happened. We got a lot of humans, and they all had their drinks. Because sometimes the garden, we run out, and then we have to go hunting, and that doesn't work out well. And plus, it was the daytime when I brought them here, so I thought if the flowers run out, then they can't go hunting. They'll burn in the sun. Some of them have thin skin, so I decided to just bring them to a bar where people, like this young man here, they just walk in. Look at that. Vampire food. They walk into the bar, just offering themselves up. So there we go. We did that. And also, my game crashed. I tried to record this beforehand, like after the last break, and my game just crashed 5 minutes in. And I thought, okay, never mind then. Time for a strategy change. Anyways, what ended up happening, I'm just going to give you a quick brief before we move on. I had Kali go out and try and find a prison warden for us, and we were looking over the ladies who had available, which were the vampiresses in Windenburg, because that is where all the female vampiresses were put. And so we looked at the candidates, and then I said, okay, we're going to go over to this one's house. And then we went there, and they basically did not wake up. I mean, they were sleeping. We woke them up, and they went straight back to sleep. So we said, hey, they're not interested. Let's go see someone else, and that's when the game crashed. So we're going to do all of this shenanigans again, and we're not taking anyone else with us. We're just going to take Kali, because the queen has given Kali the task of finding the prison warden, just like she gave Kali the task to find the priestess quite a while ago. And I had a comment from one of you lovelies. Oh geez, I don't have the name with me straight off the bat, so I apologize, but I had a comment from one of you lovelies that perhaps the pointed ears was like in Vampire Society, the higher class have pointed ears, and the lower class vampires or vampiresses have rounded ears. And that's something that I was like, oh my gosh, what a coincidence, because in the last part that I recorded, which was posted before that person commented, I mentioned, or I said, that Morgana, the priestess's daughter, had round ears, and her mother told her to cover them up with a hairstyle that doesn't show her ears, because rounded ears are looked down upon because they seem more human. So that was an interesting connection that that subscriber made, and I was like, oh, good on you for noticing that. I'm really happy. So these are the ladies, I'm going to say again, that we have the options of. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 ladies that we could pick from to be the prison wardens. The first one up is Tony Dorman, over here. Tony Dorman. Then we have Brandy Foss, and that's the one who was sleeping last time we went. So maybe we can try again and see if she has the same response as the last save. So this was Luna Heartbreak. Then we have Eliza Bathory, right? Then we have Lady Lily Nymphea. I got her name right. And we've got Luxie Tenebrous. Yep. And then we've got Shadow Coldblood over here. So these are the ladies left from all the ladies I put down back before episode 1. And these are the vampiresses that I have left that I have not chosen to do anything in the kingdom as of yet. So I decided between these, let's go find someone to be our prison warden. Now I chose Brandy last time, but she was asleep. But I'm going to go and try again and see if she has the same response. So she was sleeping, we woke her up, and then she didn't greet us and went straight back to sleep. And we said, hey, this is Elena behavior. We're not going to pursue her or ask her to do something for the kingdom and accept a role if she's not interested, which is what she seemed like. Now we're going to see if she has the exact same response. If she does, then we're going to move on like we did last time. But I just want to see if everything is the same as it was before. Because then again, the times are a bit different. No, see, she's not sleeping this time. But is she even home, is the question. No, she's sleeping, just in a different bed. Okay, let's try and wake her up. Last time she was sleeping in this room down here. This room. But, yeah, she went straight back to sleep without greeting. So we'll see, we'll gauge her response. And then we can make a decision from there. And we need to get this over and done with and get back home because Deathfest is starting, honey, and so is Princess Narcissus' birthday. Okay, she's awake. Is she going to greet us? She hasn't greeted us, but she's definitely got back up and changed. Last time she went straight back to bed, so let's see what else she does. Unless she's going to just sleep somewhere else, but let's give her a chance at least. We'll give her a chance. Okay, we've greeted her. Let's, is that a good thing? Because I don't want to do something that's not good. Brood about being a vampire. We're just going to try and befriend her a little bit. Talk about cool temperature. Because we want to offer her show-off role, yes. Discuss fitness. These are some of the things that you need if you're going to be a prison warden. And you're going to keep those prisoners in line, darling, you know. You need some of these skills. Gossip about ancient vampires. Is she not interested or what? Because she keeps walking away. And I just don't know how to take that. We'll see, we'll see. If she walks away, then I'll say, okay, that's over and done with. Heartfelt compliment. Flatter. Get to know. Not vampiric spar. Or practice fighting. Okay. I thought they were like, geez, what the hell did she complete? Oh, a skill. Interesting. I was going to say, what the hell did she do? Why does that suspiciously look like flirting? Collie, you are engaged, woman. Okay, I mean betrothed. Ask about day. We're going to discuss plasma flavors and gossip. And what else? Compliment her outfit. I mean, not that one. Honey, you're going to need a do-over if you're going to be a prison warden. I mean, her everyday outfit is actually perfect because it's vampiric and I like that. Ask about day. Show off powers. No, deep conversation. We're just basically asking her, telling her of this new role that the queen has and that she's looking for vampiresses. And these are the qualifications required and if she's interested and this is what her job will be. We're basically just discussing all those things. And then we're going to see whether or not she wants to actually do this. We're going to say once we're friends with her, then we'll consider that. We'll consider her like the role given to her, basically. Once we're friends. So we're trying to work towards that. Now, is she friends with us yet? Brandy Foss, where did you go? Yes, she's a friend. Okay, so it looks like, guys, Brandy Foss has accepted the role of, okay, she's gone back to sleep. But we managed to talk to her long enough to give her that role. It seems like she's very tired right now. But we have given Brandy Foss, we've appointed her as the new prison warden. Now, I'll make sure after the break, I'll have her kind of ready over there, and we'll have Ophelia moved over so that we've got her there while the investigation's going on. Whatever investigation Kali is going to do, and however long it's going to take, I'm not sure. It could take an episode, a few episodes, 10 episodes, who knows. But definitely Ophelia is going to be staying at the prison fort until we have all of this sorted out. So now that Kali's done her job, she's going to go back home so that she can tell the queen that she has found someone applicable for the role, and they are all prepared to move in basically to the Salizar prison fort and take over their role and all of that good stuff. Oh, this looks cute. This looks cute, even though it's spring and the flowers are a little bit dead. And I didn't think about this beforehand, but how appropriate that Death Fest is in spring, because spring is kind of like new life, new beginnings, and Death Fest, we're kind of reflecting on the past and on death. So that's an interesting juxtaposition you've got there. But there we go. We're going to go back, and then we're just going to probably, I think the last thing we'll do before the break, because then I think we'll get started. I'll have everyone moved in during the break, and then when we come back, we'll probably be prepping or getting started for Narcissus' birthday, because I want to do that. And Death Fest, I don't know how long it'll take me, but Death Fest might very well be moved on to the next part. So what we might just end up doing is these ladies will probably get their, what am I saying? Like, we'll get Narcissus' birthday done, because it is her birthday, right? Yeah, Narcissa. So we'll get Narcissus' birthday done after the break, and it depends, so, you know, in the early hours of the morning, we'll get it done, and then, if we need to, we can spend the day during doing Death Fest. But the thing is, we need to come out here and do stuff with the gravestone and reminisce. But we can't exactly do that in the sun, can we? So I'll try to work something out, guys. Don't worry. Don't you worry. If anything, actually, I mean, even if, we might actually end up moving it to the next episode, so Death Fest. We'll do Narcissus' birthday in this episode, and we'll end up moving Death Fest to the next episode, if anything. If we end up taking too long. Because then, if we do miss the window of having, like, if it's 6 a.m. after that, and we can't come out here because of the sun, we can wait until 6 p.m. and then we'll just continue that for the next episode. So we'll split the day into those two activities or main focuses, because we did have those to worry about. And the others are not back. Queenie, you can return home. Cynthia can return home, and so can Amanda. Now, okay, Ophelia is still here. Oh, she's feeling better. I wonder how her hygiene got up, because must have been because we were off the lot, because she was stinking up pretty bad. And she was really thirsty, but I gave her some plasma fruit to have if she wanted. But, I mean, looks like she's got herself solved. And look at these ladies. I left them for a bit, and looks like they got themselves all sorted out. Now, the children are another matter entirely. But let's get some of their wishes in, and then I'll take a break and head off, okay, guys? So, little Princess Lilith wants to get to know Lady Amanda. Geez, these children. Cassandra is already pretty close with Lady Amanda. Lilith wants to get to know Lady Amanda and Narcissa. They're middle sisters enemies with Amanda. Jeez, okay. And Morgana wanted to, I'm pretty sure I got everyone's wishes done in the last part, so that's fine. She went to Cloud Gaze with Sheba Salazar. You know what, darling? That can't happen. I'm sorry, that can't. We're going to watch a foosball game. She wants to do that the next most, so we're going to get her to do that, because if you got, the queen's going to die, okay? Stargazing, I'm all for it. Cloud gazing, not so much. Narcissa wants to be mischievous to Lady Amanda. We can get that arranged, darling. And Cassandra has been very interested in Morgana recently. She's been trying to befriend Morgana a lot, which I find quite curious, especially since Morgana is quite a bit younger than her. Ophelia, oh, we don't care about her. Okay, no, Queen, you can't do either of those, because I don't want to search for a flower, and you can't go down. You can go down and bond with the bees, but do you really want to? I mean, come on, Queenie, that's not your job. It's not her job to be bonding with bees, even though she wants to. You know what? We'll ignore that for now. She wants to be funny with Lady Kali. We can get that arranged. And Lady Kali does have to tell her anyways that she's got someone picked out for the role. And Lady Kali wants to talk to the Queen and get to know Queen Sheba. That's fine, because she has to tell the Queen that she's got someone picked. And Cynthia wants to bond with the bees. No, you can't go to Vacation Grant Falls. Okay, I know you want to, but that was for VAMPfest. You've got to wait until next VAMFest, darling. And the next VAMFest is in fall or in autumn. So that's quite a bit away, okay? You're going to have to wait another 2 seasons before you can go ahead and do that. I apologize, but that's just the way it is. We don't go to Granite Falls for every little thing, okay? Okay, collect honey. No, she wants to know about the outdoors. I can get that arranged for you. And what does Lady Amanda want to do? She wants to collect honey and make an enemy. You know what? I'm just going to get her to collect some honey because that sounds so much easier than making enemies. But I actually don't know if these bee boxes... Oh, no, they are. Oh, treatment. Interesting. So they are active because they were inactive for a bit. Nice to see. They're up in thing. Why are they enraged? I don't know. But they need some treatment. That is what I do know. So I'm going to leave off now. And then I'm going to get the whole birthday thing arranged. And I'll be right back. And I'll also move Ophelia out to the prison where she belongs. So see you guys in a bit. Okay, we're back. I got all the ladies. What did I do? Oh, yeah, no. I moved Ophelia over to the Salizar prison fort, and then I appointed Brandy Foss to warden role, and everything's fine over there. They got moved in, they're all settled, so she's no longer in the household right now. Our dungeon is empty currently, and we have prepared the cake and all those kind of things for Princess Narcissa, and I was going to have a party and invite over Brandy so you guys could see her and those kind of things, even though you saw her in the last part, but she got just a slight makeover, so just her outfits and stuff. So I wanted to show her off to you guys, but I thought we wouldn't have we would have time, but the thing was Cassandra is actually aging up on Thursday, so probably in the next part she is aging up. Now Deathfest is probably going to be split in half. We'll see how it goes. It's already friggin' 11:50, so I don't know if we'll be able to... I mean, we might just end up doing it all together in this episode. Who knows? But, it's already been halfway through the day, so we'll have to see how that goes, and if I have to rush anything or not. But Cassandra's birthday is tomorrow, and she's going to become an immortal. And I thought, if the heiress is becoming an immortal, it's more important to throw a party for her than it is for her younger sister. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and just do that. And yeah, okay, the birthdays are spread a bit from then on. But there we go. I've decided we're going to go ahead and do that. And just not throw a party for Narcissa, just have something really small and cozy for her. Because we don't really need to. And then, afterwards, we can go over... Actually, maybe I'll keep that for a little bit while I just talk a bit. And then I can discuss what's going on with the Deathfest. So, we have got... I might actually go ahead and do a few things. And all their wishes got canceled because I had to move into the Salazar Fort household to, set that up. So that was a bit stupid of me. Anyways, let's have a look at... Do the usual deal with who kind of likes... follows and doesn't follow the festival's traditions. So Amanda's okay with remembrance. See, interesting, Cynthia actually really loves this tradition because she's a gloomy sim. So naturally she would like to remember the past and, learn about people's deaths. So we've got that going on. Lady Collie's okay with it. The Queen is okay with it. Cassandra's okay. I'm surprised the children actually follow this tradition, but Narcissa's fine with it. Oh. Morgana is not okay with it. She ignores this tradition. Jeez, Morgana. Huh. Interesting. And she is the priestess's daughter and also the first person ever to have rounded ears. Which, as we've said, is looked down upon, but the others don't really notice much because her hair kind of covers it off. But I'm sure they would know. They just don't have the mindset to be treating her like scum. Which, if their roles were reversed, Morgana's mother would definitely do. Okay, so guys, I'm wondering whether or not we should get Narcissa to blow off the candles. Because, I don't know if I want to see her wandering around in her unrefined form yet. So I might just wait a little bit until we do that. But I will get some wishes in so we can start doing some of these story things. While we're waiting for that. So she wants to... No, then I don't know still what we're going to do with Lilith's club thing. Honestly, No clue. You know what? I realized maybe we should have invited Ambrosia, but it's the day. It is the day, so I don't know if she would even attend. But she wants to play foosball. Cute. Everyone wants to do that, honestly. They're not socializing with someone, they're wanting to play foosball. Morgana wants to be friendly with Narcissa. I'm going to lock that in. And, oh, she wants to cloud gaze with her sister. You know what? I'm going to get Narcissa to do that while she's a child, because as soon as she turns into a teenager, she's not going to be able to go out in the sun anymore. Cassandra wants to be funny with Morgana. She's been paying a lot of attention to Morgana recently. The Queen wants to get to know Lady Kali, of course. Lady Kali, I don't know, she's sleeping. Cynthia wants to become energized. Darling, we can try. And the Priestess wants to challenge a sim to foosball. Perfect, because Lilith wanted to play foosball. So we can go ahead and do that. Actually, Narcissa wanted to cloud gaze with Lilith. So where is Lilith? She's over here. So let's get Narcissa to cloud gaze with her sister before she is no longer able to do so. So she's going to come on down. Oh, look. I love it when the princesses actually spend time with each other, like, without me saying anything. I mean, look at her. She was playing with Cassandra up here, and then she wants to go and spend time with Lilith. That's adorable, especially since these sisters have grown up quite far apart in age. I mean, apart from Narcissa and Lilith, you could say, but then again, Lilith is turning into a teenager today. I mean, Narcissa is turning into a teenager today, and Lilith has a while to go. So they were actually born quite far apart, and even their, like, you know, infancy was not spent at the castle with each other. They kind of only met each other officially, or whatever, like when they moved in as children. So it's really nice to actually see them try and reinforce these family bonds. I really like that. I think it's adorable. And also, it's very nice to see a healthy relationship between sisters of the second generation, unlike the only other Amazon challenge I have seen in which the sisters have a terrible relationship to the point of actually killing each other. So there we go. I'm sorry if I spoiled something. But then again, most of the crowd that watches the series came from that channel anyways. So you guys already know the go. That's fine if I just accidentally spill the beans, right? Okay, also, we got bills, which we need to pay. We have 16,000 in bills. And I was thinking about, you know, how to, I mean, like, yes, we've got a lot of money in the treasury. How are we going to upkeep that? Because nobody actually earns. We just live off that. But you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it now, because in the beginning we did say that a lot of these ladies were wealthy kind of nobility who didn't have a monarch, and they pretty much brought all of their belongings and those kind of things with them when they moved into the castle and took on these roles. Like, they brought all of their wealth over to give to the queen, you know, because they're all part of one coven and all the wealth is part of the coven. So that's why the treasury is really full, and everyone's been living quite nicely actually since that point on. But in the future, we might actually have to start figuring out ways of how we can get more money, because even though this is a lot of money that I've gotten, I haven't actually accumulated anything through Motherlode or Rosebud. I haven't done any of that, so that's from them moving in from their wealthy homes and all that. So there we go. Now that we have done the cloud gazing, which I think was the only thing that we couldn't do once Narcissa aged up into a teen. Oh god, her needs are terrible. Okay. So, I'm going to get her back in. And we're actually, no, this is not paused. She wants to go to the bathroom. Okay, honey, quickly, go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom, and then when you're done, you're coming right back down. You're going to blow out these candles so everyone can get a nice look at you. And then I'm going to take a break, make her over, and be right back. And then we'll see if, actually, it's almost close to 6 p.m. Jeez, we might even get started on the whole Death Fest thing. So, oh no. No. Jeez Louise, guys. Nothing's going straight. Okay. Well. This cake has gotten spoiled. Holy jeez Louise. I can't believe this. I took too long. I'm such an idiot. Okay, we're gonna get this chucked away. God damn it. Okay, now, Amanda, I'm so sorry, darling. Wake up. please. I know you hate this child, and you've already made her a stupid cake, and she took too long, and I have to make another one. I know. I apologize, honestly, but you're the only one who has the capacity and skill to make a cake fit for a princess. So can you please go ahead and do that? And then after you're done, we are going to get this thing started. And this part is definitely going to be longer than normal. Yep, it's definitely. Because everything is taking me time. I'm falling behind. Things like this really get me overwhelmed. I mean, the holidays on its own is overwhelming for me. And then, we don't even have that much to do. It's already overwhelming. And then we have birthdays and all these other stuff on top. It's a bit stressful, to be honest, to be juggling all of these things. Okay, great. Cake done. Darling, don't eat. She's hungry. Don't you dare eat. Okay. I mean, you can eat cereal, just don't eat the cake. And we're going to put this down here. Walls down. Right, and someone, Morgana, darling, can you get up? Oh, you're going to pee yourself. Oh, well, that's fine. Can you add birthday candles, please? For your bestie, not your bestie, your friend. They're actually friends. For your friend, can you just pop some birthday candles on? Thank you. And now we're going to get Narcissa to rush on up here and blow out these freaking candles, okay? We're going to go do that. Now drop the food. You can have some cake afterwards. And is it me or, are these ladies glitching a bit? I don't know. I see that from time to time, they glitch. Sometimes it takes them a while to follow commands or what. And, when an action queues up, it takes a while for it to take effect. But look at her. She's tired. This is probably a really miserable birthday. But that's okay. You'll be fine. You will be fine, darling. Don't worry. You're going to age up into a beautiful princess. Complete opposite of your sister, Cassandra. I'm excited. And what are her traits? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. Right, she's aged up, and I don't know what she looks like because she's wearing these gigantic glasses. And no, she's not going to have short hair, guys. She's not. Okay, she loves the outdoors. And we said that has a lot to do with holidays, festivals, cultures. And so it makes sense why she likes Death Fest. She hasn't really ignored any traditions thus far. So, why don't we go ahead and actually look for something that she would be. Erratic, I don't see. Now, mean, I don't see either. Evil, I don't see. She has been exposed to evil, I must say, but she herself is not inherently evil. Now, snob, she is not. Materialistic, she is neither. Lazy, of course not. Dance machine, no. Vegetarian, she's a vampire. She's a vampire. Again, I don't think I need to say any more. Foodie, I don't think so. Art lover, not sure. No, not an art lover. Bookworm. I definitely see her being a bookworm. You know why? Because she loves histories and all those kind of things and culture holidays. It makes sense that she would be interested in reading up about various, the scrolls in the codex entries that Narcissa writes and those kind of things. Not Narcissa, Lady Ambrosia writes. I feel like she'd be very interested in reading those and vampire tomes and all those kind of things. And, if she could get her hands on the scrolls that Lady Kali writes, because that's all private. Nobody except the immortals have access to that. She would actually really love that. And to be fair, Cassandra and Cynthia and Ophelia have access to those scrolls. It's just, I don't know whether they don't know about it or they don't care. They haven't bothered to look much. Probably don't know they should be looking at those scrolls or something if they're trying to figure out about Elena, or at least Ophelia. There we go. That's there for them to look at. But then again, those scrolls at least are kept, or should be kept. Yeah, no, they are kept. You know those chests? Okay, I'm taking a while to explain this, I apologize, but you know what? I don't care. This part is already long enough as it is. So, you know those chests in the Warriors training room? The 3 chests that we have that we never use and never put anything in? Well, one of the vampire tomes is actually in there, and that's not like a normal vampire tome. That's the codex. So that's Kali's copy of the codex, and that's where she writes all her, all the profiles that she needs, like vampires and all the, basically, people they come across, and that's where she writes all those profiles down. And she keeps that in that chest, one of those chests there. And the immortals are the only ones who have access to that, but of course they have to ask Lady Kali to read that if they want, or to search someone up. See, Cynthia is the only other immortal apart from Lady Kali who has access to the training rooms. So she could very well go there and find that codex entry, those scrolls, and actually read them up. But the thing is, she doesn't know that she's like what to look for. So, or that she should be looking for a profile anyways. But after all that explanation, I'm going to put down bookworm because it just seems perfect. Now, I can't remember what I put for everyone else. I don't think it matters much what I put for them because I don't actually follow through with it. But since she's in the bookworm thing, I feel like she would be perhaps a Renaissance sim. That's the vibe I'm getting from her. So I'm going to leave that there. And let's have a quick look at this princess. Okay, so this is what she looks like. And we'll see how she looks after I've done her makeover. Yes, I can see, I mean, we already know the color of her eyes, right? Yeah, she had the human purplish eyes. But we can't see her features or those kind of things that well because she's hiding behind these giant glasses like, darling, what are you doing? But I will save your eyes from this atrocity and I will correct her and then I will be right back. So see you guys in Okay guys, I have gone ahead and given Princess Narcissa her makeover. And I have got to say, she has got by far the brightest, lightest, most innocent makeover ever. Honest to God. Everyone else is wearing dark colors, or if they're not wearing dark colors, they've got like really deep colors or something really bright that, you know, jumps out at you. But Narcissa's makeover ended up being really light, soft, subtle, like, you know, it's something that you would look, I'm not saying it's like average or not pretty, or not beautiful. I mean, geez, guys, she's very beautiful, to be honest. I'm sure you guys can tell by looking at the screen. She's fabulous. She's got really pretty features, I've got to say. She's got a very angled face like her mother, but really beautiful features, honest to God. But she's got like, not soft in this, like how Cassandra was, but, I don't know, like a dainty, I guess? Maybe like a dainty lady sort of makeover. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think, but this is her, and I'm just going to show you her wonderful dress. Look at that. A little bit scandalous, even as a teen, but I still think it's very beautiful. I went for a pink, white, and black theme for her, her normal form, and then her dark form is a bit dramatic, I gotta say. It's a bit dramatic. She has black hair, darker skin. She's got the same dress in bright red, and it is a tad bit terrifying. So there we go. This is her makeover. I hope you guys look at how out of place she looks. Does she not look out of place? And yeah, Amanda does not give a shit. She doesn't care it's the princess's birthday. Like heck, she's gonna wear normal clothes. She's gonna attend the party in her sleeper. Thank you very much. So this is her dress all the way around. Do you guys like it or not? It is so scandalous. I love it. I've got to say, I love it. It's scandalous and innocent, a juxtaposition in itself. I really like it. She doesn't have any of the glam bling that Cynthia has. You look at Cynthia's dress and oh God, look at that. So much going on here. So bling and so glam. With Narcissa, it's more, you know, simple, scandalous. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. But I hope you guys really like her makeover. This is kind of the hair I went for. She was a blondie as a child, and I kept that because, you know, they're still teens. No makeup, of course. This is all her in her natural beauty and in her natural glory. Look at that. Doesn't she look like a friggin' model? And she's got beautiful lips, and oh my God. And I'm going to show you her dark form. So, she, in her dark form, looks like, come on. There we go, guys. Does that not look terrifying and dramatic? Whew! I've got to say, I love it. I am loving it. Absolutely loving it. She's got this like black and red eyes. Same eyes that Kali has in her normal form, actually. But I don't know, it just looks more terrifying on her. But oh my God. This dress looks fabulous in red as well, I've got to say. Stunning. But that is the younger princess. It's like, I don't know, man. Look at, like, she's got such an innocent demeanor and everything. And nothing's wrong with her. Everything's fine with her. Like, all her troubles, she keeps to herself. But in her dark form, behind the scenes, she is a dangerous vampiress. She is a thinking vampiress. And she is powerful. She is not average. Like, I don't know. If Amanda thinks she can take advantage of Narcissa, she's barking up the wrong tree, I've got to say. Because Narcissa is obviously very much equipped. Very equipped. Biologically very equipped. So I'm going to get her to change back. And also, a funny thing. Did any of you guys notice? But, I don't know if you remember, but does anyone remember, or does this come to mind, that when Cassandra was a child, Cassandra used to wear, like when she aged up into a child, she used to wear all pink. Yeah, she used to wear all pink. Her royal dress was pink and white. Does anyone remember that? And then when she aged up, she went for more, like she went back to her dark colors as a toddler. She went back to the black and red and those kind of things. So she ended up having a quite dark makeover compared to her innocent childhood. With Narcissa, it was the opposite. She, as a child, wore a black royal dress. And she ended up aging up into, like, really light and white and pretty colors. Like, I mean, black's pretty, too. Black's my favorite color. And red. But do you guys get what I mean? Like, these two sisters, they, like, swapped their styles in childhood and then again as teens. So I find that pretty funny. But anyways, I've been ranting and talking for a while. It is 8 freaking p.m. This death fest is going to be over. So you know what? I'm going to get everyone to come on down. And interestingly enough, Ophelia is no longer in the castle. So whatever truth they find out about Elena, I don't know how it's going to affect the others. Probably not much, but Ophelia's not here to refute any of that. So we're going to get all the ladies to come on down here and read the epitaph. So they're going to go ahead and do that. We get everyone to come out here and read the epitaph. Hopefully that fulfills that remembrance before it becomes, whatchamacallit. Hopefully it fulfills it for everyone. She's going to come and read. Come on, darling. It's blank. Oh, look at that. Okay. Read. It's black. It does say Elena Cavador. Okay, come on. Oh, no, she ignores it, so Morgana's not even going to attend. Everyone else is going to come here and read the epitaph. Did that fulfill the queen's? No, it didn't. Options. Me interact with ghosts. But the thing is, we can't. Okay, maybe this won't, will it work if I engrave it and then read it? Let's try that. So, here lies a traitor to the crown. There we go. Here lies a traitor to the crown. Okay, now it's got that. Let's try it now and see if it works now that everyone's got something to read. Okay, that didn't work. Come on, ladies. Will it work now? I don't know. I'm trying to see if it's gonna work. I want it to. Because if it doesn't work, here lies a traitor to the crown. Who read that? Cassandra. Here lies a traitor to the crown. Did that not fulfill? That does not fulfill. Guys, this is not good. If they don't have anything to read and remember, then what are they going to do? Gosh, I hate that all my holidays just end up flipping on and, I don't know, getting wrecked. Like, why? I don't understand. Why? Okay, it doesn't look like, guys, this is going to work because her ghost is no longer here. You actually need the ghost here to, for it to be an active gravestone. Well, there you go. You guys are learning from my mistakes. It needs to be an active gravestone for that to happen. So, lucky me. That ain't happening. Now, what can we do? To make Death Fest celebratable. What can we do? We could light menorahs again, but I don't want to do that. Open presents. Invite guests. Oh gosh. Honestly, what can we do? It's Death Fest. I mean, honestly, you're supposed to be remembering. Fire. Fighting. The children can't fight, though. Festive spirit. Festive lighting. Guys, this is terrible. I'm telling you, this is absolutely terrible. Oh, gosh. This is crazy. I hate it. This always happens. I always get sabotaged by myself. Okay. What can we do? You know what? It's going to be... but mischief spirit doesn't make sense. Gosh. Guys. Gosh. Okay. We're going to... I know. It's crazy. We're going to light a Kinara. Okay. That's what we're going to do. I'm changing it because it won't work. And let's try and get everyone to light the Kinara. Okay. Here we go. We've got this one here. So we've got some options. Right. Where am I going to put this? I'm going to put this right at the front of the lot. Why? Because hopefully they can all do it together. But what I'm going to say is that, you know what? We've just adjusted the holiday a little bit. But what we're going to do for Death Fest from now on, now that we've corrected ourselves, is that, like, obviously if you have urns, it works a bit better, I think. I'm not sure, to be honest. But we're going to say, as the ladies come out, so they have to go out and either, depends, like, where the urns are going to be for future family members. If it's in the castle, it's in the castle. If it's out here to see the traders, it's out here as well. They might split their time. Depends if we have birthdays fall on Death Fest, like today. But we're going to say that as they leave the castle to go look at the graves, they light the Kinara to symbolize new life, like to celebrate new life and to acknowledge those who have died, right? Yeah, so they're like lighting a candle, a flame of life, those kind of things. So it's like a symbol. There we go. I hope that made sense. If not, do tell me. I'll try and revise it in a comment or something. But there we go. That's what I'm going to say happened, and then we'll have the queen lead this, and she is going to light candle with everyone. Now she's going to light a candle with everyone in the house. I don't know who celebrates it, who doesn't. Just going to check. Everyone's okay with it because it's just lighting a Kinara. There we go. Hopefully this works for everyone because everyone is here. Morgana, where are you? Morgana's coming down to watch. Okay. Now the queen's going to go and she's going to light the Kinara. She's calling everyone. Even though they're coming from the grave, right? But we're going to say that it's supposed to be originally, like, before, as you leave the house, then you light it, and then you go see the graves. So that's what we're going to say, how it works. Now we're just waiting for the children to come on down, and then we can light this, and then wrap up this part here. So, Morgana, where are you? She's not going to wait long. Okay, Morgana's coming out. There we go. She's lighting the Kinara. Okay, she lit it. There we go. Everyone lit the Kinara together. Does that work for her? Oh, Morgana. Morgana. Morgana, you little... Gosh dang. Okay. Okay. See, that's why it don't take too long. Jeez. Okay. We're gonna get Cynthia to go inside. So everyone's done their bit and they've gone inside. And Amanda has noticed that her daughter did not get a chance to light the Kinara. So she's going to call her daughter outside. And once everyone has left, she's going to do something you're not supposed to do, guys, okay? She's going to extinguish all the candles. She just went ahead and extinguished all the candles. There we go. Just so her daughter... What was that? Jeez, her hand got demented. Just so her daughter can light the Kinara. Because obviously she holds her daughter in high regard, right? So there we go. Now she's going to go and she's going to light the Kinara, Morgana, so that her daughter doesn't miss out. There we go. Now everyone's done Death Fest. How exciting. Okay, with that little sneaky thing going on there, I'm going to head off and end this part right here. This was a heck of a long part, but there we go. We're ending it. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And don't forget to stick around for the machinima at the end, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.